Kenyan economic status is getting poorer and poorer as days goes by, especially with consideration to the loans borrowed with little or no accountability at all. This is from the national budget chairman, that is Ndindi Nyoro, who is also the MP from Kiharu. As for a long time, he's been so silent with regards to the impeachment of the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua, even after the impeachment. But now he's come clearly to tell the government that, one, it is not his responsibility to convince Kenyans that the economy is growing, but they themselves should be able to see that the economy is growing. And I want to quote him. I should not be coming here as budget chair to convince Kenyans that our economy is growing. It is the Kenyan people who should be telling me the economy is growing. Now, with that, with me is a voice of MP for Kiharu and also the national budget chair, that is Ndindi Nyoro, claiming that 7.2 trillion shillings have been borrowed for this season as a loan, and none of it can be accounted for. And he says 1.2 trillion of this money is able to do over 20,000 tarmacked roads within the nation. Also, in terms of water connectivity to every village, to 10,000 households, can cost 500 billion. Electricity connection to around 10,000 households can cost to around 350 billion. Construction of RM5 hospital in each and every constituency is possible. Construction of 1 billion worth of universities in each and every constituency in Kenya will be possible. And that does not even reach up to 3 billion. And that does not even reach a total of 3 trillion. So what are we left with? Let's say at the rooftop, it is 3 trillion that has been used for all the projects I've said. We are left with 4.2 trillion, which means there's a lot of money that Kenya is getting, but it's just getting lost in the thin air with little or no accountability. Let us listen in to what Ndindi Nyoro has got to say about this.
Mimi kwa miaka, Rais wetu Ruto ni kama baba yangu kimiaka. Na kwa hivyo mimi namuheshimu sana kama rais wa Kenya. Mimi ile course nimesomea katika university ni course ya economics. Na hii nchi ya Kenya iko pahali pabaya. Hii muhura tumekopa pesa 7.2 trillion Kenya shillings. Tukifanya hesabu ya hiyo pesa kuongea ukweli, huwezi ona hiyo pesa imeenda wapi. Kwa sababu hiyo pesa kidogo tu unaweza kuwa umeweka barabara yote ya Kenya over 20,000 rami. That is around 1.2 trillion. Unaweza kuwa umeweka boma zote maji at 50,000 at 10,000 households. That is 500 billion. Kuweka stima at 10,000 households at 35,000. That is 350 billion. Ukiongeza zote hata kujenga a level 5 hospital in every constituency, a university of 1 billion in every constituency, hiyo pesa haifiki 3 billion. Na hiyo kusema hiyo, hakuna mtu tunatukana. Tunasema tu kwenye tunataka Kenya iende mbele.
From the CS Treasury, John Mbadi, it's a relief to the churches as he says he would support taxation of faith-based organizations. But he again says it is so unfair to have the Mama Mboga taxed while we have private schools who collect to a fee up to a minimum and maximum of 1 million Kenyan shillings, yet they are not paying any taxes. Let us listen to him as he justifies wanting to tax private schools. And as you listen to this, do you feel that you would support this initiative, or what is your thought? Give us your idea, your thought in the comment section below, whether you're watching from our YouTube channel or Facebook page.
Under my watch, I would not support any taxation of faith-based organizations in whichever way. However, we must be alive to certain factors, one of which is that presently charitable organizations are not subjected to taxation, including even education institutions. But look at some of these education institutions, some charge you 1 million per term, and then we don't tax them. Yet we tax Mama Boga who is selling Boga in Gikomba, it is unfair. So if you are making money, if you are doing business, please pay the tax. If it is purely religious activity, if whatever you are doing is supporting religious activity and promotion of religious activities, then there is no need to pay taxes. But those who are involved in businesses, we must have a conversation. We are on public participation. And I want to ask, if today I start a school and I'm charging 1 million, shouldn't I pay tax? We are not talking about public education here.
I know you're talking about private
We are
institutions.
talking about private education. If, and by the way, taxes are paid by people who can afford it. So if I'm taking my child to Brook House, and another person is taking his child to another small school, we should not pay the same in terms of taxes.
But that parent has already paid tax on their income, hasn't he?
Which parent? And who doesn't
the parent
pay?
who is taking a child to Brook House.
And who doesn't pay tax on his income?
So why do you want to go and tax?
If you're earning 10 million, I don't know whether you're understanding my reasoning. If you're earning 10 million per month and you're taking your child to that expensive school, you are paying higher taxes. But there is someone who is taking his child or her child to a less expensive school and is only earning 50,000, is also paying tax. And by the way, there is equity. This person who is paying 50,000 probably is only paying 5,000. The person who is earning 10 million is paying, say, 2 million. The 2 million effects on the 10 million is the same as the 5,000 effect on the 50,000. Mm-hmm. That is what we call tax equity or equity in taxation. So you cannot come and tell me that because you are earning so much and you have already paid so much tax, you don't want to pay more. If you are deriving a service that should be taxable, it should be taxable. But we need to engage in a conversation. Sometimes we tax the lower income earners much more than we tax high income earners because of unfair tax practices. For example, I'll give you another one. Mm-hmm. Infrastructure bond. Infrastructure bonds, we know the reasons why they were exempted from tax.
Thanks for watching. My name is Ahmed Khali for the Unscripted Talks here in DURB Radio. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press notification button so anytime that we are live, you'll be the very first person to be notified. If you're watching from our Facebook page, kindly follow our Facebook page for regular updates. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DURB Radio ndio mpango mzima.